The manufacturing sector has been in negative territory for 4 consecutive months. The sector continues to take strain as the electricity crisis drags on, erasing production line capacity. The biggest losers were food manufacturers, as higher interest rates, accompanied by rising cost of living, continue to wipe out consumers' disposable income.
8 of the 10 manufacturing divisions recorded a decline in activity, led by decreases in food and beverages and metals and machinery. The 2 manufacturing divisions that recorded a rise in production were communication and professional equipment, increasing output by 4.4% year-on-year, and the automotive division recording a 1% year-on-year rise in activity.
The sector has been operating in a challenging environment. Economists say the latest decline comes as no surprise.
Right now, there is very little of a silver lining that one can see, certainly for the next year or so. As long as we have severe load shedding and there doesn't seem to be a resolution to this problem any time in the near term. In fact, there is the threat of far worse load shedding during the winter months when the demand for electricity increases by almost 20%. Under those circumstances, it's difficult to see the manufacturing sector actually recording positive growth. In fact, many will say that it's a relief that all we're seeing is a fairly moderate decline in the growth rate, and a moderate to negative growth rate on a year-on-year basis, rather than a far more serious plunge.
The collapse in the country's manufacturing performance comes as South Africa prepares to host its investment conference aimed to attract new investments in various sectors of the economy. But Jamin believes this is going to be difficult.
South Africa currently is not a very attractive investment option. More recently, we've been grey listed. The only positive thing from a foreign investment point of view is that assets can be bought extremely cheaply here, so that foreigners might be attracted by the extremely low exchange rate to actually exploit the situation. It does not help the matter, because if you don't have enough investment, you're not going to get manufacturing going either. And one looks forward to the investment summit being held by the president later this week. But, big numbers are being bandied about, but we see very little concrete evidence of the benefits of that in the manufacturing figures that we see right now.
The slowdown in manufacturing, the 4th largest sector, contributing 14% to the GDP, is likely to further bring down this year's expected growth rate. Since the beginning of the year, local economic growth projections have been downwardly revised several times. With only 4 months into 2023, most economists have penciled in a more than 1% growth rate. Katlego Logodi, SABC News, Johannesburg.